Hello, my name is Gloria and welcome to my channel. Today I have a very interesting video for you, very practical. It's going to change your life if you can learn and put these principles into practice the way it changed mine. And today's video is 7 ways to up-level your appearance when identity shifting. Every single time I've identity shifted, my appearance has improved. It has leveled up. So the amazing thing about identity shifting is, as a consequence of embodying a new identity, you up level your looks. I don't know what it is about it, but it works. And I had a sort of tiny inferiority complex about my looks. I used to think I was average to below average. Like, I used to be like, oh my gosh, if I could just get prettier, things would be better for me. I used to watch programs on TV. Like, if you grew up watching Disney Channel, you know the actresses were beautiful, and I used to compare myself to them, and I'd be like, if I could just be like those people, like they see in Hollywood, then my life would be better. I'd be happier. And that is just not the case. Now that I've grown up, I know that majority of us are average. If you think about the sigmoid curve or the bell curve, you realize that most of us are somewhere in the middle, and that's okay. And personally, for me, I believe that no human being is ugly. Nobody is ugly, okay? I've seen ugly art, I've seen ugly plants, I've seen even ugly animals. But for me, a human being is not ugly. And that is my limiting belief that I've chosen to adopt, to believe that no human being can be ugly. That being said, in this channel, we do believe in growth, and we do believe in, you're imperfectly perfect, and there's always room for improvement. There's always room for you to grow. There's always room for you to learn. And you're a participant, not a victim. You get to choose how your life experience is going to play out. You get to bloom where you're planted. You get to attract to your desired life. Those are just some of my core beliefs, and a lot of the people who watch this channel have similar core beliefs. If you're doing personal development, you definitely believe that you can change and grow. And that was the mindset I had to adopt, to shift, to manifest my desired appearance. I had to shift my mindset. No matter how much beauty and fame some people have in Hollywood, they're still miserable, they're still sad. So you have to make sure that you're at the right place. The country I grew up in, not the current country I'm living, there was a lot of value placed in your skin color. So one of the first things I always used to hear was, Umuntu, you're dark, you're black. So I would be like, and so because I was a child, I didn't care, because at first I didn't care, because one place they would say this, and then when I go home, my parents would always affirm that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, that I'm beautiful, that God made me perfectly, that I've been made after God's own image, and they used to affirm it all the time. So whatever I was hearing out there was causing incongruency. So even if I had a point in time where I was not appreciating my beauty, not appreciating what God has given me, and then that energy was leaking out in that I would, dress funny and not decide that I don't know how to do makeup, and decide that, do things to mess up your beauty. When I wouldn't go off the deep end, because something in me just knew, I'm like, no, I'm made after God's own image. So no matter what anybody says, personally, I believe that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Interested in the 7 ways that I changed my looks, as you can see in the thumbnail, and I think I put photos here. You can keep watching. So the first thing that I changed when I was leveling up my looks was posture. Okay, posture, how you carry yourself, your shoulders, lift your head. Okay, in my religion we say that God is the lifter of our head. God lifts our head up, right? So how are you carrying yourself? 90% of communication is nonverbal, okay? What you're saying, you could be saying all these things, I'm confident, I'm loved, I'm worthy, and then you walk like this, your head is down and your chest is in, and you're trying to protect yourself. That is not what your body is saying. That is not what you're saying. because your words are very little of what you actually believe and what you're actually communicating. So one of the first things I did was to change my posture. I would stand on the wall, make sure my shoulders are touching the wall exactly, and then lift my head so that the back of my head is also aligned with my back and my shoulders, and then stay like that for a few seconds, and then walk off the wall, maintaining the same posture. And I did this many times that my posture became automatic, right? And then tongue posture, that is one of the things that was trending some time ago. It's called mewing. But what I wanted to know was if there was a way to, maintain like a good facial muscles or whatever. I was searching it up, and one of the things that I found out was that there's a certain way your tongue is supposed to be, so that to maintain optimal facial structure and make your face even, because I used to feel like my face was a little bit uneven, like my lips were a little bit uneven. And when I did that, I changed my tongue posture. My lips evened out. Like I don't know how to say it, but one my lips used to be uneven, but now they became even. Another way that I worked on my posture was I filmed myself walking. This was completely an accident. And I was walking, exercising, so I was filming myself. And I'm like, why do I walk like that? In fact, when I was walking, I was leading with my upper body. So my upper body was moving. So I'm walking, and then like my legs are following. I don't know whether you can picture that, but a very awkward posture. So what I learned about walking posture is that, like, if for example, you used to watch those movies that they put books on the royalties person's head, on the princess's head, and then have her walk and not have the books move. For me, that meant that my body should be stable, my upper body should be stable, and I lead with my legs. So that's what I did. I practiced that. I filmed myself. I saw what looked most natural and most elegant, and I followed that, right? So the second area of up-leveling your looks is hair, skin, and nails. These are things you can work on. Can you notice that these things are very practical? You can't say that I want to manifest a change of appearance and you're slouching and you're not taking care of your hair, skin, and nails, which is a huge part of what people perceive or what you perceive as attractive, and then you start complaining that, oh my gosh, I don't look a certain way, my looks are just this way, if I had looks like this person, and you're not even working on it, you're not even grateful for what you have, you're not taking care of what you have. That's a joke, okay? So hair. I didn't know how to take care of my hair, so I learned how to do it, and I've made videos on my channel about how to take care of your hair. So 4C hair, like I have, whatever hair type you have, there's so many resources. There's no excuse, okay? For my skin, the one thing that I did research on and found out that no matter what skincare you do, if you don't do this thing right, you're gonna miss it. Taking care of your skin from the sun, okay? So I bought a hat. Even if you say you don't have sunscreen, it's expensive. Are you wearing your hats? Wear your hat every time you get out. And I put on sunscreen when I was leaving the house, okay? And I made sure that was a non-negotiable for me. Anything else we can negotiate. I can find out other ways to take care of my hair and of my skin. Another way is sleep, because sleep is a huge part of whether your skin looks very nice and elastic. So are you sleeping well? And then nails. Right now my nails are in a resting period. I'm not painted them, but I at least keep your nails clean and hygienic and looking good, right? Simple things, practical things. This is the second layer of identity shifting, where we're dealing with processes, okay? And for me, one of the things that I told myself is, if I do my self-care well, then automatically my beauty is elevated. So I'm not chasing beauty, because you're not actually chasing beauty, you're chasing the feeling that beauty will give you. So what I want is to take care of myself so well that Gloria knows, all versions of Gloria's, all levels of consciousness of Gloria, subconscious, non-conscious, knows that Gloria is a priority to Gloria and she takes care of herself. And in doing so, I just up-level my looks, right? So the third way that I up leveled my looks was hygiene. Now for skin, I realized that I have to change my pillowcase, change my beddings, make sure everything is nice and clean. You smell fresh and you are clean, right? If you do those two things, you're above the majority. Like, it's the small things that trip people up. The devil is in the details. So if you look good and you smell good, you're good as well, okay? The fourth way I elevated my looks was maintaining my body weight and eating healthy and maintaining the body shape of my dreams, right? So what I did is just work out and eat well. I've made videos about how I lost the extra weight that I was carrying and did it in a healthy way, and now my gut health is healthy, my body, I eat healthy because my health is a priority to me, because I care about Gloria, okay? And when I'm radiant, I'm beautiful inside and out. That was one of my affirmations. I'm beautiful inside and out. And when you take care of the inside, it shows up on the outside. And then the fifth way that I up-leveled my appearance is I learned how to do makeup. I've always been interested in makeup. And one of the easiest ways, like we said, we're in a time of information and technology. So you can just search it up. You can search up the information, and once you search it up, learn, start practicing. It will be bad before it gets good. Like I remember having like the one eyebrow, like the thin eyebrows, thick eyebrows. I did all the mistakes, but eventually you refine it and it becomes easy to you, okay, to accentuate the things that the features that most best suit me, right? So I figured out what kind of makeup works best for me and used it, okay? And then now the sixth tip is now where we go to the metaphysical, like the mind, the psyche work. So it's your gratitude and your energy. What you don't use, you lose. If you believe that you're ugly, if you believe that you have a fixed mindset and you believe that your looks are just given to you by your parents, there's nothing you can do to change them, so you're never going to enjoy this thing called pretty privilege, you're never going to enjoy this thing called people giving you compliments, or you're attractive or whatever, you're never going to enjoy that, and boo-hoo, that's why you haven't succeeded in life, then I promise you, you're going to do things to ruin your beauty. Every time I would entertain those thoughts like, oh, I'm not attractive, I'm not beautiful, I would do stuff to ruin my beauty. I would wear ill-fitting clothes. I would do bad makeup just to confirm that belief. Because our minds love consistency. They love the story needs to be consistent, right? So if you tell yourself a story and you're telling yourself, oh, I don't look good, and then every time you go out, people are telling you look good, you're like, no, something's wrong here. It's either my belief is wrong or everybody else is wrong. So let me ruin my looks to make the story consistent, because our mind likes consistency. That's why in my affirmation manifestation journal, I do the 7-step process to reprogram your mind. You need to reprogram your mind and tell yourself things that are helpful. Tell yourself that you're worthy, okay? You're enough, that your health is a priority, that the more you take care of yourself, the more it radiates. The more you wear things that you love, the things that are quality, the more you show yourself that you love yourself, because I do love myself. I do appreciate myself. I do take care of myself. I do give myself the grace to make mistakes. I am imperfectly perfect. There's room for improvement. Do you see how just appreciating what God has given you will put you in a position to improve and grow? So be grateful for what you have. Find your best features. There are certain things that you have that other people don't have, right? If it's the color of your skin, you have beautiful brown skin, or if you have, beautiful pale skin, or whatever skin color you have, it's all beautiful. Work with that. Find out your color palettes. Find out what colors work best for you. Find out what accessories work best for you. You're like, when I was in high school, people used to make fun of me. They used to say, "Oh my gosh, Gloria has small eyes. She has small eyes," and okay, at the time I was really obsessed with anime and stuff. So anyway, they used to say I have small eyes, and I used to get mad a little bit. But then again, my obsession with anime and people telling me that I look like I have Asian ancestry or something, I used to be like, is that supposed to be an insult? I'm actually happy because I like anime and Asian and East Asian and whatever. I love everybody. So for me, that wasn't an insult. But when they said it over and over again, I'm like, oh my gosh, should I get mad at this? No. So what I did, instead of trying to wish that I had bigger eyes, that I had big doe eyes, I just learned the makeup that works for my small almond eyes. And you can see that's the kind of makeup that I use. I have like a little bit of lid space, but I work with what I have. I work with what I have. I work with the body type I was given. I bloom where I'm planted. That's the beauty of gratitude. So every day when you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, God has blessed me with such beautiful eyes. God has blessed me with this type of body shape, and this is the best body shape. Whatever I get, it's the best for me, and it's the one I like. I don't like what I don't have, so I like what I have. And that's the mindset you need to be in so that you can be in a healthy place to up-level your looks if you so desire. And these things happen naturally. Like I said, whenever we identity shift and you become more, you start to see things differently and you start to behave differently. Okay, so the 7th and final tip is to use your best things. Use your best things. We talked about this in the video of deep cellular level self-care. One of the things that you can do and paraphrase to take care of yourself, to do your self-care, is I am a priority to me. I love myself. I take care of myself, right? In doing so, that I give myself the best. When we are dealing with our finances, we say pay yourself first. When we're dealing with self-care, we say take care of yourself first. Use your best things. Buy the best you can afford and use them. Don't save them for when so-and-so is coming over, when you're going to so-and-so's event, so-and-so's party. No, I wake up and I wear my best things. And in doing so, it is aligned with my belief that I am a priority. Okay? I love myself. I take care of myself. So I use my best things. I buy the best I can afford. Another way that I use this is a capsule wardrobe, like healthy minimalism, where you just buy things that make you feel really good, that suit you, that you don't have that decision fatigue when you open your wardrobe and you see all these things that are useless and don't serve you, and you're like, oh no, I have all these clothes but nothing to wear. Couldn't be me, because everything I buy I like. So it's just a matter, if I just close my eyes and pick whatever, it will still be something I'm comfortable wearing, something I enjoy wearing, something that looks good on me, something that's my color. Do you see where I'm going with this, right? So you're beautiful. If you believe you're beautiful, you will behave that way. And if you can identity shift and just tell yourself that I'm beautiful inside and out and I take care of myself, in taking care of yourself, you will just up-level your looks. That's what I found. Okay, even when I was coaching a client, she was telling me that she's learning how to do makeup, she's learning how to dress, and a lot of it stems from the fact that she just started taking care of herself. She's just started appreciating herself more, and in doing so, she just started up-leveling her looks, right? So that was the special tip, right? Your mindset is really, really important. That's why gratitude is important. That is why reprogramming your mind is important. That's why affirmations are super important. I've put the affirmation manifestation e-journal and trainings in the description, where you can learn all these practices, learn to reprogram your mind, learn to do gratitude. In doing so, you're gonna up-level your looks while you identity shift. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a beautiful week ahead. Bye.